Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kiara and I'm a full-time crochet business owner, and I really like to share all of that with you guys. So in this video, I will be showing you guys everything I crocheted in 1 week. So I had 2 markets last weekend and I did do a video about that, so if you're curious on how it went, you can go check out my latest video before this one. So anyways, I had one on Saturday and one on Sunday, so this is everything I crocheted since those 2 markets. So basically starting Monday afternoon until now, which right now is Friday evening. I say Monday afternoon because it took me all of Monday morning to edit last week's video. So I started crocheting in the afternoon on Monday. So I think I crocheted quite a bit. So I will show you guys everything I made and just give you guys the details on like what yarn I used, or if there's patterns available or anything like that. So I think we can start off strong with this giant rainbow pillow. I've never made anything like this. This is my first time making it. I guess, I don't know. I just think it's really colorful and really nice, so I think it's gonna draw attention into my booth. So yeah, it's just a fun pillow. I did have a pillow at my booth last year, and it was like a big flower pillow, and my grandma actually bought it. I tried to give it to her, but she wanted to buy it. So anyways, I figured I might as well make another pillow and make something that can attract attention from far. This yarn is actually all from Temu, and then I just did color changes for like the different colors, and I just freehanded it, but I did kind of like check out pictures of rainbow crocheted pillows just to see like the shape or whatever, because I've never made anything like this, and yeah, so I just freehanded it, but there's definitely patterns out there. Next, we have another big item. So I have like a giant bee. It's literally like probably twice the size of my head. I made another one like this, and I say another one because I sold the one that I had like this at Sunday's event last weekend. So I just started making these like recently this year, and this is the 3rd one I make because I sold the 2 other ones at like 2 separate events. So I'm not gonna say they're like absolute best sellers, but they definitely sell like decent. Like considering they're huge and higher priced because of how big they are and how much time and material they take, they're selling decent. So it's fun. They're fun to make. So I just freehanded this giant bee, but there's probably patterns out there to be honest, but yeah. Next, we have another big item. This is the last like giant item. So I have a pretty big cat. Again, I sold one like this at last weekend's event. I actually sold this one on Saturday, so I didn't have a giant cat for Sunday's event. But I made a gray one with cool eyes like this. So I might actually try to make these cats in different colors, because I think this is also the 3rd one I make this season, I guess. I sold the 2 other ones, so kind of like the giant bees, I'm kind of surprised that they're selling because of how big and higher priced they are, but people are liking them and they draw a lot of attention to my booth, so I think this one's super cute. And I just freehanded this cat. Again, there's probably patterns out there, but I just freehanded mine. Next, I really like this yarn. I just made a rainbow snake, and then it has like cool snake eyes. These are just pink. But yeah, I like making snakes. They're pretty fun. I think this color is super cool. This yarn is also from Temu. Yeah, they're just fun. I just freehand my snakes, but they're super, super simple. So I just made this snake. I have some leftover yarn of this color, and I don't know what to make with it. So if you guys have any ideas on what I could make with this colored yarn, let me know in the comments. I don't have enough for another snake, so it has to be something smaller than this. Next, I have a weighted chicken, and the yarn is actually sparkly too, so that's super cool. And for the weighted part, so my mom makes weighted pouches, and she fills them with glass and plastic beads, and then I crochet around that pouch and it makes a weighted chicken. So these pouches for the weighted chickens are just round, but my mom also makes some square ones, and I make like square weighted animals, and these are just really good to put on your chest for like anxiety. It helps to calm down stress and anxiety, and people have also been buying the weighted chickens as door stoppers, which makes sense. So yeah, the weighted chickens have been selling really, really well for me this market season so far. So I just keep making more whenever I can, and hopefully we can sell more weighted chickens at my future markets. And I just freehand my weighted chickens, but you can probably tell by the shape and stuff, it is kind of based on the Mabel chicken from Oak and Marlowe. I've never used that pattern, so I can't tell you exactly if it's the same, but the shape is very similar, so that is kind of what this one is based on. Next, I made a jumbo sea turtle with just 2 different shades of blue, and I also hand painted these blue sparkly eyes. So I think this is super cute. This jumbo turtle is part of my sea turtle pattern bundle. So there's 2 sizes in the bundle. There's this jumbo size, and there is a smaller size. So yeah, the sea turtles have been pretty popular for me at markets, especially smaller ones. But the jumbo ones have been also selling too, so I just made a blue one. Next, these are really random, but I made eggplants. I made eggplants. I made 3 of them. I just freehand these. I've never thought of writing a pattern for them, and I don't know if there are patterns for these. I'm gonna assume there might be, but I've never seen any. Yeah, I haven't made any eggplants in a while, but when I do make them, they sell pretty well. I mean, a lot of people get a good laugh at them, they find them funny, and they do sell, but they're not something that I make like all the time, so I can't say they're like a bestseller because I don't make that many of them. But I have 3, so we'll see at my future markets how well they sell. But every time I do have eggplants in my booth, people find them funny. So yeah, they're pretty fun to make. I guess I maybe should have showed you guys these when I showed you guys my weighted chicken, or like right after. But I made 4 mini chickens, and it's with the same yarn as the weighted chicken, so it's sparkly. And again, these are based on the Mabel chicken, as you can probably tell by like the shape of them. But I just freehand them, but I believe there's a lot of tutorials or patterns for these types of chickens of different sizes. So anyways, I just freehand mine, but there's probably patterns and tutorials for mini chickens out there. So I made 4 of these guys. They've been selling really well. Last weekend they sold well for me, and just this whole market season so far, people have been loving these in different colors too. Next, I made 7 chicken nuggets. I will show you one up close. I am holding all of them, but they're like lower, so I can't show you. But they all look like this. I made 7 of them. I will try to all grab them and just kind of like raise them up. I just don't want to drop them. Okay, so yeah, there's 7 in here. The chicken nuggets, honestly, they've been selling a bit, but not as much as they did last year. So I don't know. I just keep making them though because they do sell well at consignment stores, so that's something. But yeah, I just keep making them because sometimes they are popular. So yeah, I have a tutorial for these chicken nuggets on my channel. Next, I have a chunky Octo. These are super, super quick to make, and everybody loves them. They sell pretty well at markets, and they sell really well at consignment stores too. So I have a tutorial for these guys on my channel. And I have 9 keychains, so I have 2 different types of keychains. So I have little octos like this, so I have orange and purple. And I also have some little whales. I will like grab one to show you guys kind of like up close. But I have octos and whales. The little octos, it's actually the same tutorial as the chunky octo I just showed you guys, except that I just use smaller yarn and a smaller hook, and they come out the perfect keychain size. So I made 4 octo keychains total. And for the mini whale keychains, let me just grab one to show you guys up close. This is what they look like up close. So I have 5 of the whale ones, and I also have a tutorial for these guys on my channel. Next, I made 2 little bees. These are super quick to make, no sew. I wasn't really running low on these little bees, but I still made these anyways. I think I sold maybe like 1 or 2 at last weekend's events, but like I said, I wasn't running low, but I just felt like making little bees, so I made 2. And I have a free pattern for these guys on my coffee shop. I say coffee shop, but it is free. Next, I have 4 Chubby Bunnies. I will grab 1 of each color just to show you more like up close, but I made 2 in this like purple and 2 in this blue, so I'll just grab 1 of each. So these are the Chubby Bunnies up close. They actually sold really well at Sunday's market last weekend. Everybody is loving these even though it's past Easter, so that's great. I actually made these starting closer to Easter, but everyone's been loving these even after Easter, so that's awesome. So this is my own pattern that you can find in my Etsy and coffee shop. It's super quick and easy, and everybody loves them. So yeah, even after Easter, everyone loves the Chubby Bunnies. And lastly, I have 4 little birdies. So I have 2 yellow ones, 1 purple one like the Chubby Bunnies, and 1 in this variegated yarn. So I will just I'll put 1 of the yellow ones down so it's easier. So these are super quick. I don't think I sold any actually last weekend at all. I don't know why I decided to make little birdies, but they are just really fun to make. I enjoy making them, and they do sell decently well at consignment stores too. Usually at markets though I sell like a few at least, but I don't know, they just didn't sell last weekend, but they're still fun. This is also my own pattern. This is a no-sew pattern, and there is a deal on my Etsy shop. When you buy the little birdie pattern and the Chubby Bunny pattern together, you get 10% off of those 2 patterns. So that's awesome. And these also were great for Easter, but they've been pretty good after Easter too. So I just counted all of those items, and that is a total of 40 items that I crocheted in less than a week actually, because this is everything I crocheted starting like Monday afternoon, and it is now Friday evening afternoon. So I think that's pretty good. That's a good amount of items considering a lot of them were big too, so they took more time. So I'm pretty happy with everything I crocheted since Monday. Also, any patterns or tutorials mentioned when I was showing you guys all the items, they will all be linked in the description for you guys. So normally I would film this video during the weekend, like Saturday or Sunday, to really show you guys everything I crocheted, usually in a full week. But the reason I'm filming that today is because I'm leaving tomorrow to go dog sit out of town, so I won't be able to show you guys all of these things when I'm gone. So I just wanted to film this before I leave. I will probably end up crocheting a bit more tonight. I don't know, I still have to edit this video. But I will probably crochet a bit more before leaving, but I just wanted to get this video filmed before I leave, so that's why I'm filming it a bit early. And that's also why I don't have a market this weekend, is because I'm leaving to go out of town. So normally I would have a market to do a market vlog for you guys, but I can't really do that when I'm out of town. So that's why I'm filming this type of video a little bit early. So even though that's not a full week of crochet, I'm still happy with everything I made. I think that's a lot of things to make, and I'm really excited to bring all of these items to my next market to see if they sell, like that big rainbow pillow. I'm excited to see if it brings a lot of attention to my booth, and I'm just excited to bring all of these items. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments which item that I made last week was your favorite, and definitely stay tuned to see more videos like this and just to see more of my videos in general. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!